Alright, the basic elements in this sequence. I'm going to start off in my audio pool. I've got some jungle loops, nice dark loops, 170 beats per minute, 3 different loops, a reverse cymbal, a stab, guitar sample I recorded with my cheap guitar, and a pad sample. My MIDI-based events, VST instruments. I have an A1 for a dark lead line, using the monologue as a complementary bass line. 2 embracers, one with a pad, one with a string patch, and the LM7 for the rides, and the complementary kicks and snares. Alright, let's get going on this sequence. My metronome's set up, 170 beats per minute. Here's a click track ride in there. I'm going to start off by pulling my loop. Classic rhythm here. I'm going to copy it for 16 bars. Eventually I'm going to double up this loop with a slightly distorted effect, and at a higher amplitude, so when it comes in, drops with the beat. Now here I'm going to start off the bass line. Got myself a little VST instrument. I'm going to use just a little basic sequence. 1, 2, 1, 2. Just playing against the rhythm of the kick snare. Too high and too low. So simple bass line. I'm going to copy this down, be an accent bass to go with it. Alright, let me get down and get the ride cymbal going in here. Just going to play a 16th note every 8th increment here on the grid. Ting, 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 ting. Just riding and filling in the finish note here. To reinforce the kicks and snares, using the LM7, same as the ride cymbal here, just a basic VST instrument. Kick, kick, ka, ka, kick, kick, ka, ka. Very basic pattern. Copy it for 16 bars. Now I want a sustaining sound, a string. I want it to just fade in. I'm going to fire up the embracer here. Taking the G2, holding this note down. .32 bars for the length of these 2 drum loops, 16 bars each. It's going to be 32 bars just sustaining this one note. Fade this in over time. Go into my controller lane, select main volume, grab my linear tool, fade it in. Now I'll do the same for the pad line right below it. 32 bars, holding the G. For this one I'm going to raise it up an octave, just change it up a bit. At the low end and the high end, I'm going to fade this one over. Going to fade this in over time as well. I'm going to copy it for 16 bars. Now I want to bring in my guitar line. I just recorded this with my acoustic guitar, my cheap acoustic guitar. It's got stickers all over it, they're ridiculous. And then my cheap microphone. I'm just going to bring this in, see how this sits in with the drum loop. It's got a Latin feel to it. Alright, that's sitting good. I'm going to complement those pads and strings with this padding sound. It's atmospheric. Bring in bringing this in. It's an 8-bar loop here. So I've doubled it, scored it in half, and reversed the second half. Just flip the playback on. Stab. Okay, now I want to focus on the drums, starting to add the other loops into the mix. It's around, creating multiple rhythms, polyrhythms. Okay, now that the main musical elements have been recorded, sequenced into our track here, I'll just save this up. Apple S, your best friend. From here, I'm going to set some basic levels, amplitude, panning, light EQs, some effects, and a little bit of automation. Prepping it up for the main structure and arrangement of this track. Stay tuned for the next couple episodes. Peace in, dudes.